Tennessee Titans defeat the Soul Crush, the New York Jets, 26-22 in a game that, not the game I predicted at all, not my game prediction. Predicted that the Titans would win 42-14. They would demolish the Jets, and Mariota would throw for 3 touchdowns. Mariota would run for 1 touchdown. Henry would run for 1 touchdown, and Lewis would run for 1 touchdown. Lewis ran for 0 touchdowns. Got it right that Henry running for 1 touchdown. Mariota ran for 0 touchdowns, and he threw 2 touchdowns, so 1 less than what I predicted. And obviously the score wasn't even close to what I predicted of 42-14 because the final score was 26-22. In a game that the Titans were losing for most of the entire game, because the only time that they actually led in this game was with 36 seconds left to go. And so I was astounded by the first half because the Jets led as much as 16-0, and anything that could go wrong did go wrong, including a rookie-style interception that got returned for a touchdown by Mariota. That's on him. Also, a blunder of not blocking a Jet, and the Jet was able to easily block the punt, and the Jets were able to score 3 points after that blocked punt since it was deep in Titans territory. So I was astounded that the Titans were losing as much as 16-0 in the first half. And Titans, it was great to see that the Titans were. This was a gritty win. It was an ugly win. It was a gritty win, and it was an ugly win. It was great to see that the Titans were able to rebound after an awful first half, since they were losing as much as 16-0, because Titans were able to move the football and then score a needed touchdown. Mariota throwing a touchdown, to reduce the lead down to 16-6. And then the Titans in the second half, it's terrific to see that they were able to win the second half, which was the main reason, including outscoring the Jets 20-6. And which included, and the defense was terrific. A main reason why the Titans ended up winning, because the Jets were held to 3 foot. The Jets' offense wasn't able to score any touchdowns in the first half or the second half at all, which was the main reason why the Titans were able to win this game 26-22. And it was great seeing Henry. He proved to be effective, including on the proved to be effective and ended up running for a touchdown, which was great. And it was also great to see the Titans were multiple times able to move the football. Mariota with deep passes. They were held to field goals, but the Titans got the needed points that they needed to decrease the Jets' lead. And the Titans' defense, when they needed to stop, they ended up getting a stop because they had too many men on the field, and got me frustrated that they had that kind of mistake. That seems like it's a mistake that I expected from the Jets, not from the Titans, even though they have a losing record. They'd have an amateur have that kind of awful mistake of too many men on the field, except it wasn't an issue because the Titans were able, after that, where the Jets got the first down, they weren't able to get a needed first down when needed most late in the game. Titans defense defended, and the Titans were able to get the ball back, and Mariota was able to move the football, including with him running, and he ends up throwing a pass to Davis, and Davis is able to fastly run into the end zone for a touchdown. And I was astounded mainly because the Titans. I was amazed by this game-winning drive that finally happened extremely late in the game. I didn't want the game to be that dramatic, but it's terrific. But it shows how valiant and how gritty the Titans are. So I really didn't want it to be that dramatic, but since it shows how gritty and tenacious or persistent the Titans are, really can't complain, even though I didn't want it to be that dramatic. Because the Titans end up moving the football, end up scoring a touchdown, and finally taking the lead with 36 seconds left to go. And I'm astounded that Mariota did play great after that interception. including he threw a touchdown in the first half, and late in the first half, he threw a touchdown in the first half, and he ended up throwing a touchdown again in the second half, which was to Davis. So it was terrific that Davis, this is the second time that Davis ended up catching a game-winning touchdown, because he was highly drafted and the Titans have high expectations for him. So it's great that it's the second time this year that Davis catches a game-winning touchdown. And it was also terrific that Mariota, after that interception, he just played terrific because there's no turnovers after that. And I'm astounded, mainly also because this is Mariota's 12th game-winning drive, and it happens in the Titans' 12th game of the season. So that's astounding. Along with, there's also, I was stunned. I was amazed with the Titans finally taking the lead with 36 seconds left to go, because I was still slightly worried, mainly because it left the Jets with enough time to get into the end zone they had enough time to move the football to get into the end zone. So it was slightly worried because the Titans defense still had to defend one more time. Not that they couldn't defend, just because the Jets had that much time left which is enough time to actually move the football and have a possible chance to actually not have to throw the long football to get into the end zone to score a touchdown. And it was also astounding because the Titans, they didn't convert at all. When they finally did convert on third down, it was on that third down pass, Mariota throwing to Davis, and Davis runs into the end zone for a touchdown. So it's astounding that the Titans would fail for most of the game, for most of the entire game, not to convert a third down. And then when they finally do convert a third down, it's in a must-score situation with a touchdown. So that's astounding. It's excellent. And it was also terrific. It was also terrific of the Titans defense. They were able to get the stop. Because of McCown tried to go for the long pass for the Jets, the home run pass for the Jets to get into the end zone or get like first and goal or into the red zone, and he threw it directly to Butler, which amazed me because I wasn't anticipating that he'd have an awful pass like that, but he did. He threw it directly and perfectly to Titans cornerback Malcolm Butler, and he was able to easily catch it and then get tackled, and the Titans were able to take a knee. So it's terrific. The Titans ended up soul crushing the Jets 26-22. It's a astounding new way for the Jets to lose because they dominate, because they led in this game for most of the entire game except with 36 seconds left to go, and twice in the final minute they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. So it's a remarkable choke for the Jets, a team that's known for soul-crushing soul-crushing, harrowing defeats. And they found a new way to lose in this game. And it's terrific that the Titans end up winning because they really needed to win this game. They really needed to win this game for their best chance to actually make the playoffs, since they're going to have to they have to move past the Colts, they have to move past the Bengals, they have to move past the Broncos, and also most likely they're going to need the Ravens to lose twice, because I recall the Ravens did defeat the Titans earlier this season, so they're going to need 2 losses from the Ravens. So this was a needed win for the Titans, so they can keep that, so that margin, that lead by the Ravens really isn't that much. And so yeah, I'm satisfied with the valiant, gritty comeback win by the Titans to soul crush the Jets 26-22, and that they win a needed game. and can't wait to watch the Jaguars Titans Thursday night football game tomorrow, where obviously again the Titans are going to have to, for their best chance to actually make the playoffs, they're going to have to win all the remaining games, and they continue that starting tomorrow when they play the Jaguars in a game that I expect it to be, as usual, a tight, a great, competitive, close game. Might have more points than the first one, which was 6-9. As usual, I expect that to be a great, competitive, close game that could go down to the final minutes, like most Titans-Jaguars games are.